Welcome to my presentation. Topic Financial Accounting 1 as per the syllabus of Mangalore University, first semester BCom. So today we are going to discuss the problem relates to accounting for professionals. In early classes, we are discussing the theory towards accounts by professional people, and also we have discussed one problem, that is Dr. Sinha commenced practice as a cardiologist, investing 2,50,000 rupees on equipment. So that problem we have discussed and also we are completed. So let us discuss the another problem. Here in this problem, Dr. Acharya commenced practice as a dentist, investing 50,000 in equipment on 1st April 2018. Please students write down this problem and then you solve this problem. So equipment on 1st April 2018, the receipts and payments account for the year ending 31st March 2019 was as below. I have a table. One column is receipts, another one is payments. On the left hand side, 2 fee, that is 1 lakh rupees, write down carefully. Second one, 2 miscellaneous receipts, 200, 2 equipment sold, 4,000. On the right hand side, payments, buy rent 6,000, buy salaries to assistants 15,000, buy journals 2,000, buy library books 6,000. And also similarly, buy equipment purchase is rupees 8,000, buy drawings is rupees 24,000, and then buy balances at bank 43,000, in hand 200. The grand total is 1,04,200. Okay, the additional informations are 3,000 rupees of the fees was still outstanding. Equipment sold and purchased was on 1st January 2019. The cost of the equipment sold being 6,000 rupees. Full stop. Depreciation on equipment is 20% per annum, and on library books at 5% per annum. Salaries to assistants still payable is 2,000. So I told outstanding fee it should not be taken. Okay, so you make it as a nil if you are writing both the side, that means in debit side and credit side, and make it outstanding fees is nil. So that is only one changes to compare to the non-trading concerns. Anyway, so in this problem they are given the receipts and payments, and also they are providing some informations, so that is already I read. So before doing receipts and expenditure account for the year ending 31st 3 2019, let us do some working notes. First one, calculation of depreciation on equipments. Write down calculation of depreciation on equipments. First, so on 44,000 for 1 year. Here, how we arrive at 44,000? So that is, see the first para, that is 50,000 in equipment, right? 50,000 minus, we are sold 6,000 rupees of equipment, so deduct 6,000. 50,000 minus 6,000, that is 44,000, right? For 44,000, the 20% is the depreciation. So 44,000 multiplied by 20 by 100, that is 8,800, right? So please note, so how we arrive at the calculation towards depreciation. First we write the cost of the equipment and we deduct the sold of equipment, that is 50,000 minus 6,000. So we arrive at 44,000. For 44,000 we are giving a depreciation, right? We are charging depreciation on 44,000, right? That is 8,800. Second equipment, that is 6,000 rupees valued equipment. In the second para they are telling the cost of the equipment sold being 6,000. So for 6,000 we need to calculate depreciation. So that depreciation may not be stay for entire year, okay? So it stay for only 9 months, right? So that's why 6,000 multiplied by 9 by 12, that means 900 rupees is the depreciation. So another one, so 8,000, see on the right hand side equipment purchase, that is 8,000. For 8,000 equipment, for that we need to calculate depreciation for 3 months. So 3 divided by 12, that is 400. Okay, so totally 10,100 is the depreciation. Then calculation of loss on sale of equipment. So one machinery we are selling, okay, for that is it that is a loss or profit, we need to identify. So cost of equipment is 6,000. For that equipment the depreciation is 900. So we are getting 5,100. Cost on the date of sale is 5,100. So out of 5,100 we deduct the selling price, that means the purchase of equipment. Selling, that is 4,000. So see, the 4,000 rupees is on the left hand side of the receipts, that is 2 equipment sold 4,000. So deduct 4,000. So cost is the higher than sales price, so 1,100 is the loss on sale, right? So these are the calculation work towards equipment, depreciation on equipment. So let us do the solution. Books of Dr. Acharya. The heading should be Books of Dr. Acharya. So under the Books of Acharya, we are preparing the receipts and expenditure account for the year ending 31st/3/2019. Right, the table should be expenditure, amount, receipts, amount. See one by one. On the receipts column, so what are the information they are given? On the payment side, the rent is 6,000. See, so take down that information to left hand side, to rent. So 6,000, there is no additional adjustment for rent, right? Next, salaries to assistants. Salaries to assistant is 15,000, that is given on the payment side of the receipts and payments account, right? You take down that amount in the left hand side of the receipts and expenditure account, that is 15,000. So this year add outstanding 2,000. So in outer column 17,000. Similarly, other revenue items like journals, depreciation. So depreciation for both the equipment and library books. For equipment we are calculated 10,100. For library books is 300. Okay, these are the some information we are putting under the expenditure column. Similarly, the loss on sale of equipment should be taken, that is 1,100, right? And then so one more adjustment, that is 3,000 of fees was outstanding. So I am telling that this amount should be taken on the both side of the expenditure and receipts account. So again we are taking on the left hand side, reserve for outstanding fees is 3,000. So similarly we should take on the right hand side also. On the receipt side they are given two fees, that is 1 lakh rupee. So we have taken the same amount. Buy fees is 1 lakh. So outstanding is 3000. So 1 lakh 3000 is in the outer column. Similarly, one more receipts is miscellaneous receipts, that is 200. That is also given in the receipts and payments account. Okay, these are the some information we are putting in the expenditure and receipts columns. So here the right hand side total is more than the left hand side, that is 1,03,200. We deduct all the expenditures like 6,000, 17,000, 2,000, 10,100, 300, 3,000, 1,100. So finally we getting 63,700. So this is the surplus amount. So next we move on to the balance sheet for the purpose of making a tally. So balance sheet as at 31st March 2019. The columns liabilities amount, assets amount. On the right hand side there is no changes. First we should write the current assets, that is cash in hand, cash at bank, 243,000 respectively. And then we are going for making calculation towards the equipment. Equipment is 50,000. So on that year we are purchased, that means additions is 8,000. We sold, that is 6,000. So finally we get a 52,000. Out of 52,000 we deduct 9,200, because out of 10,000 under depreciation we deduct the sold selling depreciation, selling equipment depreciation, that is 900. So 10,100 minus 900, 9,200 should be shown on the depreciation to equipment. Okay, so in outer column 42,800. For library 6,000, we deduct the depreciation 300, outer column 5,700. Right. So the one more adjustment what I am telling, that is outstanding fees. So you should not take on. So if you are taking, so we will make it as a 0 to the total column. So anyway, outstanding fees in inner column 3,000 less reserve 3,000, in outer column it is nil. On the left hand side the capital is 50,000 in the form of equipment. Add surplus, so that is what we are calculated under the receipts and expenditure account, that is 63,700. We add that amount, so 1,13,700. Again we deduct the drawings, that is 24,000. So outer column it should be 89,700. So one more adjustment, that is outstanding expenses 2,000. So finally the balance sheet should be tally at rupees 91,700 on the both side of the assets and liability. Thank you for watching.